Welcome back, everybody, to the fifth episode of Planet Coaster here on the Boardwalk. So, in today's episode, we are going to make some flat rides. There are going to be a total of four we put in today. There is going to be a lot of planting in this episode, but there are going to be located behind the Wild Mouse and the gaming area. So, I put in two right here. The Hellion Ring in game, that's what it's called. I actually called it the Ring of Fire. I think that's more American and I think it fits better. And we also have a chair swinging ride, which in the game is called a Chairplanes, and I think I like that as well, so I'm going to keep that. And the other two rides we're putting in game, this one that we're about to put in is called the Scissor or something like that, and it's actually an American term for that would be the Scrambler. So I use that. That's more common for me. And then the third one, or I mean the fourth one we put in is actually called the kickflip. Now I really don't know what that ride is in American words, so I think I do keep it. And this is me. I really wanted the bumper cars, but it didn't fit, so I decided to go with the kickflip, which is right here. And I don't really know like what it reminds me of. I mean, I've rode it at carnivals, but I don't know what it's really actually called. So we kept it as kickflip as the name. And every ride will not have its own individual segment of the video. They all kind of just came in at once, like at the same time. So right here we're fixing up the pathing, but there's about to be a cut because the pathing actually took a really long time and it kind of got a little bit boring. So I fixed all the pathing right there, and I had this idea to put in some vending machines, and we're putting that in. And there's going to be a lot of foliage after this. Okay, well, let me stop rambling on about that and tell you guys a little bit of a recap of what we've done so far. So, we have our Wild Mouse and our entrance area and our little gaming area. And in the last episode, we made our go kart area, which is probably the best thing that is going to be in this park, I think. It's just flat out amazing, in my opinion. So, it's gonna be that, and I did say in that episode 4, that we were gonna name the go kart track in this episode. Now I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that in the footage, but I do name it off camera, and so I'll tell you guys about that a little bit later on. But make sure to go check that out if you guys haven't seen that. It is, I think the track is amazing. But in the next episode, what I'm thinking is a funhouse type thing. And this idea kind of came, I was thinking at first of doing a haunted house type ride. But then if you go to carnivals, they're more of like fun houses. So, and that's kind of what I'm going for is a carnival feel. So, I think that better fits. That's just a little bit of insight on what is to come in this boardwalk park. So, if you're interested in a track ride being built, yes, it is a track ride. Um, be sure to tune in next week for our episode on that. But I'm a little bit skeptical on it because I thought that we were only going to have two track rides in this park, but I guess we're going to have three and potentially could have four, but that's later down the road. So let's get back to what we're doing in this episode. We just filled in all the area with dirt and concrete, making sure that nobody can fall through into the water or jump over the edge and jump into the water, saving our butts from getting sued. Anyways, we are moving into the full-on filling space and planting phase. So we're starting off with some rock works, making sure that the planting is chopped up, because I feel that looking at something too long and looking at the same type of thing kind of gets repetitive and it kind of hurts your eyes. So you can see that there are a little bit of trees. We're putting in the final rocks right here, and we are going to start some planting. And I started with the blue, white, and red feel just to give a nice transition from the gaming area into this area of the flat rides. And the color scheme of the building of the gaming area is white, red, and blue. So I think that both it kind of leads in very well. But the rest of the area will not all be white, red, and blue. There's going to be some yellow, some green, some gray, some purple, some red. There's all kinds of colors. So hopefully you guys stick around for that because it does get a little bit interesting on how much plants you can put in one area and still make it look pretty nice. Or I think it looks pretty nice. But we are going to start a music session here. It kind of separates the two parts of the video quite nicely because after it, or maybe in the middle of it, we're going to start creating the sign for the go-kart track, and that is going to be a little bit of a different segment. So we're going to finish off this area, move on to that, and I'll see you guys later in the episode. As you can see from the footage a couple of minutes ago, we finished the pier flat ride area anyway, and we are finishing the sign up with some supports. We named it Geek Raceway, and that was sent in by Mr. Minor X, so thank you for that. But it is time to wrap up the video, so thanks for watching, and have a nice day.